We talk different languages. They say that we are the best formatted generation, but they are selling our future to multinational companies. They cut our rights with austerity. I'm hot. Some people say that we don't have concrete demands, but we do. Reduction of working hours to 30 hours, repeal of the labor reform and the pension reform, no more evictions, stop austerity. Some people say that we don't have concrete proposals. Tax the rich, nationalize the banks, fight tax avoidance by the wealthy, real democracy. I want to ask you, aren't these concrete claims and proposals? What do you think? Yeah. I think the same. The problem is that these demands and these proposals want to defend working class rights. The establishment, the professional politicians, the owners of companies, the bankers want to preserve inequality. They want to keep up their privilege. The capitalists want to socialize losses and want to privatize profits. Politicians are not comfortable with a file and rank organization in the squares of workers, students, pensioners, and the unemployed. They are not comfortable when we organize massive assemblies in the heart of almost all the big cities and towns in Spain. They are not comfortable when we support public sector workers, industrial workers, cleaning workers. They are not comfortable when we coordinate different neighborhoods to fight, to defend public services. They try to destroy the movement with a classical recipe, repression. First, the day before local elections, they forbade the camps because they say we are infringing the electoral law. This law says that the day before the elections, no electoral propaganda and demonstrations could be made. But we had a political victory. There were thousands and thousands of people around Spain in all the squares. After this episode, they tried to remove us with an extreme violence in Barcelona. Lots of people were hurt when they were trying to avoid the eviction of the square. We sit down on the ground in a peaceful protest while police were attacking us violently. The ridiculous excuse was that we had dangerous objects that could be used if Barcelona Football Club won the Champions League the following night. But finally, we had a double political victory. We retook the squares, the police ran away the squares, and thousands of people came to the square to show us their support. The final episode was June 5th, when the Catalan parliament wanted to approve the cuts. The Catalan president had to reach the parliament by helicopter, and many representatives had to enter through the zoo behind the parliament. The politicians and the mass media criminalize the demonstrators that want to block the parliament to avoid the passing of austerity plans. They say that the demonstrators were violent and don't respect democracy. They launched an extensive campaign of lies in the mass media. But where were the complaints when José Luis Burgos, a disabled man, was evicted from his house? When are the complaints when 47,000 evictions have taken place in Catalonia alone? Where are the complaints when it's Telefónica, a privatized company with more than 10,000 millions profit, want to sack 6,500 workers in 3 years? When are their complaints? On the 5th of June, the violence, their comrades and friends, the violence was inside the parliament, killing our public services and the future of us and the next generation. Democracy was on the street fighting against austerity. And we won again the 9th of June when 1 million people marched on the streets of more than 50 cities against austerity under the slogans, "The streets are ours, we will not pay for your crisis," towards a general strike. And this slogan says, "The streets are for people," and we are moving the movement to neighborhoods, and we are establishing assemblies to work locally, but with coordination. Now the squares are not taken because we have transformed the movement into a democratic structure to fight against austerity and to build a better world. We are working as well to prepare another general strike to fight against cuts in public services and against the labor reform and the pension reform. I have been talking about the movement, but I want to finish my contribution by talking about the importance of revolutionary organizations. Organizations don't have to lead the movement. We have to help to politicize people. Organizations have to coordinate comrades against reformism. We have to overcome reformism. How? By making anti-capitalist proposals that can be taken up by the large majority of people involved in the movement. Giving the tools to organize the movement, put the effort and passion of all comrades in it. It is for that reason that I say you, if you want to fight against austerity, if you want to defend your rights as a worker, as a pensioner, as a student, as an employed, as a woman, join SWP, join Anluita, Enlucha, join any organizations of international socialist tendency. Al poble unit, mai més serà!